What's going on, everyone? Lalit here. The Chase Freedom Flex is coming out Sunday, September 13th. I have two Chase Freedoms and a Chase Freedom Unlimited. I had one question regarding product changes, and I called up Chase customer service. What I learned changed my entire plan. I ended up calling them 4 times to get clarity on my question, and so let me get into it regarding the product change and the Chase Freedom Flex, and more than that, the postponement of the Chase Freedom Flex. So, without getting into any more detail, let me jump straight into it. So, regarding the product change, my intention was I have two Chase Freedoms and a Chase Freedom Unlimited. So, I had two options in front of me. I was thinking, okay, I can take one of my Freedoms, make it a Freedom Flex. I'll have a Chase Freedom Flex, and a Chase Freedom Unlimited. Option two, I was thinking, why not just have three Freedoms? AKA, I would switch my Freedom Unlimited to the Freedom Flex, so I'd have two OG Chase Freedoms and a Chase Freedom Flex, aka 5% rotating categories, 4,500 per quarter, 5% cash back, $225, and worth more in points, etc., etc. So I had these great plans, so I thought. And then I just wanted to confirm with Chase that, because of their verbiage of, hey, you can only have one Chase Freedom Flex at any given time, is this going to be okay or am I good to go? So I called them and I gave her exactly this question. And she said, sir, you won't be able to product change. And I was thinking, okay, I know Doctor of Credit had his whole rumor of, hey, you cannot product change to the Chase Freedom Flex unless if it's purely a Chase Freedom versus a Chase Sapphire Preferred, Sapphire Reserve, Freedom Unlimited, etc. So I didn't fall into this bucket. So I said, oh, why not? And she said it's in the terms where if you want this because it's a MasterCard, you cannot product change from a Visa to a MasterCard in this situation. This I was thinking to myself, well, I do know that this is the first MasterCard offered by Chase in terms of its flagship cards. The IHG Intercontinental Hotel Group has its own co-branded credit card, which is MasterCard. But in this case, this would be one of the first. So I was thinking, okay, so there's no other way to get this Freedom Flex in this case. And I asked her, and she said, yes, sir, that's precisely the case. And I said, okay. Now, I have 30 plus credit cards and been through this, shindig of sorts, if you want to call it that. And so, if you don't get the answer you want to hear, you may call again or call again and call again just to get that clarity. Because for better or worse, regardless of how great Chase, Amex discover their customer services, sometimes the same message isn't given to the clientele. So let me call again, I thought. So I called again, and the answer I got wasn't the same answer. And it was actually that, no, you'll be totally fine. No worries at all. You'll be able to product change, easy, not a problem at all. So what did I do? I called again, and I got the same answer that I shouldn't have an issue at all. So the first answer I got, of course, made me a little paranoid and a little off edge where I was thinking, okay, what's going on here? So finally, right before recording this, I called a fourth time just to get some clarity. And she said, I'm going to read it verbatim, sir. Are you ready? And I said, yes. And she said exactly what the first Chase representative said, was basically that you cannot product change from Visa to MasterCard. And so coming back to the point of, for example, Ask Sebi mentioned this, where the sign-up bonus, one would be eligible to get that sign-up bonus for the Chase Freedom Flex because it's a different financial product. So with that same ideology and logic, basically with the financial product being different in this case, it makes sense that we wouldn't be able to product change accordingly. And so the point is, if we can't product change, then that's that. If you cannot apply for the Freedom Flex, then you won't be able to get it. But let me move on to the real crux of this whole situation, which is the potential postponement of the Chase Freedom Flex. So I say it's potential because on the fourth call, she went on to say, hey, by the way, the Chase Freedom Flex may be postponed. And I said, how do you mean? And I didn't actually say it like that, but you get the point. And so what she said was basically, we got news yesterday as representatives to inform clients upon this new change that the Chase Freedom Flex would be postponed from its original date of Sunday, September 13th. So I was like, okay, well, all of these questions about product change and all this doesn't really matter given this case. And so naturally I asked, is there any more information regarding the postponement, et cetera, et cetera? And she said, at this time, this is all we know. Quite standard answer. I said, okay, what are you going to do, right? So in the end, considering this product change, what we know is not possible anymore, and also just this postponement, it's kind of easy to say, okay, well, it's all done now. But I just want to go over kind of a lessons learned and what I took away from this situation. And it was basically that everything seemed well and dandy in the beginning when it was first released. Beautiful card, great card, no issues at all good. The point is, no product changes, but also the fact that the card may not actually come into existence anytime soon. But moreover, just a point that's important to realize is that what she did inform me of was that all the Chase Freedoms would be migrated into the Freedom Flex eventually, in terms of a natural progression. Now, the good and bad about that is that because one can only have one Chase Freedom Flex, what does that mean for us? So basically, what I was thinking about is it's similar to the One Sapphire rule, where I had a Chase Sapphire Preferred and Reserve, and then the One Sapphire rule was introduced, where basically if you already had the both, you're grandfathered in, no issues. And so long term, having two Chase Freedoms, the OG Freedoms, without having the Flex, or even if I had one, the point is, if one of my Freedoms were forced to become a Freedom Flex, then would I be able to keep it, or what would happen long term, right? So those answers, we'll definitely get those like later on whenever the card is unfortunately going to be released. So that's a new kind of update or news in this case. But overall, it's pretty official in terms of me calling Chase and them clarifying for sure that this is the case. Drop any comments below. I'm glad to make a follow-up video accordingly if desired, etc., etc. But you know how it is. So thanks for being here. When I got that news that it was going to be postponed, I was like, okay, definitely need to tell the people, the public, the credit card community, and points miles lovers. You know how it is. But anyways, I'll end it here. Thank you so much. See you very soon. Subscribe for future content. You know how it is. Love you guys. See you soon.